everybody, you're in the reaction room with Rese. Welcome or welcome back. Today's recap is season 1, episode 168 through 170. But before we get started, I need your help. Check out my playlist, and if you like my recaps, subscribe to my channel. Now let's see what's going on beyond the gates. We start off at the hospital. Shanice teases Ted about his fight with Carlton. Ted tells her there won't be any more fights over Nicole between them. Nicole asks Smitty if Samantha can work with her at Winterfest. Smitty says he'll have to check with Martin first. Samantha tries to convince Smitty to ask Martin to ease up on her punishment. Pamela tells Danny that she can't come with them to California because they have a new client. She says everything is already taken care of. Martin confronts Kat about Samantha, and he blames her for everything. He says she's a bad influence on her, and he doesn't want to hear anything Kat has to say. Shanice asks Ted how is he going to continue to work with Carlton, and he says he doesn't have a choice. And there's a little flirtation going on between them. And then Eva walks in and sees them together. Kat tells Nicole everything that happened with her and Martin, and she lets her know that Martin said Samantha can no longer work for Chelsea Cat. One of Ted's patients can't pay for his surgery, so Eva calls Leslie and asks her if she'll pay for it. Martin comes home and they tell him about Winterfest, and then he tells Samantha today is her last day at Chelsea Cat. Danny asks Andre what's going on with him, and he tells her that he still has doubts about being in front of the camera. So she sets up a photo shoot for the two of them. Samantha gets so upset with Martin, she tells him, "I hate you." And she says, "I'll never forgive you for this." She tells him, "I wish you would have just left me where I was." And she leaves. Tyrell says, "She'll talk to me," and he follows her. Kat overhears Eva calling Ted Dad. He tells her that he asked Eva to call him that. Kat says, "I hope you enjoy the one daughter you have left, because you can't have both of us." Isaiah stops by Bill's office, and when he meets Haley, he thinks she's his niece. And it's obvious that Haley has eyes for him. He's there to ask Bill to look over his contract with Banneker, but Bill refers him to Tomas. Kat comes home and tells Chelsea about Eva calling Ted Dad, and Tomas is there. And then Eva walks into their house and starts going in on Kat, calling her a spoiled biatch. But Kat is giving it right back to her, and when she leaves, Tomas takes Eva's side. Really, Tomas? Tyrell tells Samantha that they are lucky to have parents like Martin and Smitty. They took them in and gave them a family. Smitty tells Martin that his anger and his overprotective approach is going to push the kids away. So they set up some ground rules for Samantha and Tyrell. Samantha asks June if she could stay with her for a while, but June tells her she belongs with Martin and Smitty. She says Samantha should make things right between them. And then June tells her a story about how her mother died before she could apologize. Eva runs into Isaiah at Uptown, and she tells him what happened between her and Kat. And of course, she makes herself the victim, and then Tomas shows up. And Eva says, "Oh, thank you for coming to check on me after what happened with Kat." And Tomas says, "Actually, I didn't. I'm here to see a client." And Isaiah says, "That would be me." Kat tells Chelsea that she will do anything to keep Eva from taking her dad away from her. So Samantha comes back home, and she apologizes to Martin for what she said. and she tells them they are the best thing that has ever happened to her. And Martin apologizes and acknowledges that he was being too harsh. And he tells her that she can still work at Chelsea Cat. Haley brings lunch to Bill's office, and this time she puts the poison in his soup. But Bill doesn't eat it. He's got something else in mind. A quick side note for episode 170. A part of the show was preempted for local news, so I'm just going to go with what I have. Anita gives Danny her lucky quarter to take to California for the photo shoot with Forrester. Leslie and Eva are reliving the incident that she had with Kat. Leslie can't get enough, and she wants Eva to keep retelling the story. I can't. Ted comes over to see Kat. He tells her he wants to make up the time he lost with Eva, and he wishes she would do the same. But Kat says she's just like her mother. They came to town with one single goal: to ruin our lives, and it worked. Derek comes to the hospital for physical therapy. He tells Shanice that he wants to trade in his wheelchair for a walker. And then Ashley walks in and sees him walking. And there's a really awkward moment between them. She says, "I'm glad you feel so steady." Danny tells Andre that he can still back out of doing the photo shoot, but he says it's worth it to help her make her dream come true. So she says, "Let's do this thing." And then he leaves for the airport. Eva tells Jan that Leslie is only being friends with Ted because she thinks it's going to lead to them being together forever. But Jan doesn't think so. Eva wants her to help Leslie make good choices. Naomi texts Derek to come pick up his things from Ashley's apartment. And clearly, she's still really mad at him. And he gives her his key to give back to Ashley. Ted seems to think that Eva has changed. And then Kat tells him that Eva slept with Tomas. And she tells him about the incident. She says, "Eva's playing you like Boo Boo the Fool." Ted tells her basically that Eva can never replace her. And they both say, "I love you." Kat says, "I can't do what you asked me to do. I will never trust her, and I will never accept her." And Ted says, "Never say never." Andre takes Danny a selfie from the airport, but when she looks at it, she sees something is wrong. Ted goes over to the country club and thanks Leslie for covering the cost for his patient. And of course, she is always flirting with him. When Danny gets to the airport, she tells Andre the trip is off. And he says, "I don't understand." She says, "Andre, if you really think about it, you will understand." And that's how it went on episode 168 through 170. Hey, thanks for watching. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.